Hi, friendship. So, judging by the title, you would probably be confused by this video since both of us are already in college and it wouldn't make sense for me to give you advice since you're already in it. This is directed to our friends who are still in high school who need some help choosing colleges and maybe applying for colleges too. Okay, so choosing colleges. Um, Definitely know whether or not you want to be in a big college or a small college. Um, I would recommend touring both types if you haven't already visited college and you don't exactly know what environment you want. Yeah, visit both types, visit both big and small colleges. Also know whether or not you can live in a small town, because me personally, there was this one college I was highly considering and then I went to visit it and it was in a small town and I couldn't at all, so that was gone. So yeah, know whether or not you can live in a small town or whether or not you can be fairly far from a major city. For like, even if it's a small city like Denver, know whether you can, definitely whether or not you can be far from that, because that's pretty big if you're a city person and you're far from any type of city. Let's see. Know about the seasonal conditions and the weather of. Sorry, my boob is itching. Anyway, know about the weather conditions and seasons of the area that you're thinking about, because if you're someone who can't handle heat, then you should definitely not go to Texas. Or if you're someone who can't handle the cold, definitely don't go to like Wisconsin or something like that, or New York or something crazy. Considering school is mostly during the fall and winter and spring. But anyway, yeah, know that about your area. Also, it'd be helpful. I mean, I would assume it'd be helpful if it were an area where you have like family, friends, or relatives, or something of the sort. So if you're in an emergency, then you have someone who's close enough so that your parents, like, well, obviously if it were an emergency, your parents would fly in, but they might not make it in time. Just, it'd be good to have someone that you know in the area who's close enough if you ever have an emergency. In terms of colleges, definitely look at the meal plans, because if you run out of meal plans and you have no food, you're gonna be a hungry, broke college student, for sure. So yeah, look at the meal plans. Check to make sure the colleges have programs or departments that are strong in whatever you want to major in. I'm gonna fix this. Yeah, definitely check to make sure that they have strong departments in whatever you want to study in, because if they don't, then your education's kind of screwed. Check to make sure they have any activities you want to join, like any intramural sports or any clubs. Make sure they have some sort of security on campus, like especially during the night if you happen to be at the library or some other dorm that's not yours studying and you need someone to walk you over or something. Make sure they have something like that, some sort of high-level security that you can get in contact with, because things nowadays are pretty not great. So for both guys and girls, because it's not just girls who can get sexually assaulted. Let's see, in terms of applying for colleges, definitely use the Common App if the colleges you're applying to take Common App. Have someone proofread your essays, definitely, because not only grammar, spelling mistakes, but like poor writing. That was my issue, poor writing. Yeah, have someone to read over your essays and ask them if they find them interesting or basically not boring. Make sure you include everything that you've done, like all volunteer work, all extracurricular activities, all of your classes, you know, any sort of thing. And when they ask for like any certain experiences that you've had that have been influential, just yeah, include those. Those are good. What else? I guess for dorm situation, I would check to see if they have like co-ed halls or separate gender halls, depending on your preference, really, because I live on a co-ed hall, and I mean, it's fine. I'd rather not share a bathroom with 30 girls. Also, well, I guess you'll get to that later, but I was gonna say, when doing your housing stuff, just decide whether or not you can handle sharing a bathroom with 15 people, because it can get really gross. Make sure beforehand you have, before applying, you have all of your required classes that you need, because I didn't take a geography class in high school, and I ended up having to take one this semester in order to graduate. So, I mean, if it's not a big deal, then you don't have to worry about it, but just make sure you have everything that you need to actually get into the college. Let's see. Make sure when you're applying, also apply for the scholarships. Even if you haven't been accepted yet, apply for the scholarships for your school, for all of your schools, especially the in-state ones, for your in-state colleges. So yeah, apply for scholarships also that, like private scholarships. It doesn't have to be just school scholarships, just any scholarships, like on Niche or FastWeb or scholarships.com or whatever. It would be very helpful. I guess for in-state colleges, I would check for like how much it would cost for parking your car, because I mean, there are a lot of people on campus here that I know that have their cars here, and they really like having their car. But yeah, if you're planning on taking your car with you, definitely see how much parking is, or to get a parking pass. Oh, check to see if they have any like appliances, like any mini fridge or a microwave or anything like that. Because if not, then you might have to buy your own, and that's kind of a hassle, but you know. Also check to see if the dorms have air conditioning and heating, and if they don't, then just make sure you take the necessary precautions, because sleeping without air conditioning in the fall is pretty sucky, just FYI. Yeah, I think that's it. If I think of anything else, I could do another video. if our high school friends find it helpful. Yeah, hopefully high school friends, you find this helpful. If you guys want any other sort of advice on anything else, just, I guess, comment below. Yeah, so friendship. Hopefully this didn't bore you too much, since this wasn't exactly any sort of advice you needed. Yeah, well, okay, well, I won't see you around. You're in Washington. Silly me. Yeah, well, I hope you have a good week. Hope Washington's great, and I'm glad you're having a good time with all the things. Also, good luck in your shows these next coming weeks. They sound so great, I wish I could see them. Alright, friendship, I'll see you on Monday. Left Marcus and out.